Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
I don't know what they want from me. Like the more money we come about, the more problem we see. Yeah, man got problems. He got problems. He actually told us from the beginning. This man told us what it was from the beginning. It was like being around the world and you know, so many things. He told us a couple of times. I'm going to come about with a couple of his music because he told us. And since I was a kid, I've been hearing rumors about Puff Daddy. And I was like, no, I believe him. And I've always believed him. I've always believed in all the crazy things that it was possible, that he was capable of doing. So it is what it is. And we'll come back onto that starting. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing a-okay. You know, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Man, if you're watching the video, please like, please subscribe, please share. Please tell me what you think and comment, you know, because I actually do read the comments. And I do try to respond to pretty much every comment, you know. A couple of things before I start. A lot of things are alleged. This is a case that obviously is still going on. I wanted to also talk about the fact that I did not use any image of Cassie with the hair like half-headed cut, because that was said that Diddy forced that haircut on her. I didn't even use any pictures with him and her alone. The only pictures I used of her was the picture where it was with Kim in it. And I do believe that that is actually quite nasty, because you were with one of your girls, baby mamas, may she rest in peace, and you were probably already eyeing this young lady, which is just very awkward to me. I will also be doing a little second part with a lot of music videos of Diddy's, because I think it's just what I was doing this video, realized that he told us all along the way who he was, and I think this actually deserved to be said. Enjoy the video. Do not forget to like, subscribe. Look, if people wanted my opinion, he did it. Diddy did it. Puff Daddy, Love, Sean Diddy Combs, he did it. That's my opinion. So allegedly, but my opinion is that he did it. And since I was a kid, when I was still living in Africa, people were like, we used to hear rumors. We heard rumors about, you know, Will Smith and Jada having an open marriage. Turns out it's true. We heard rumors that Celine Dion used to have 400 pairs of shoes, which, I mean, she has like way more now. So still true. And we used to hear that, you know, Diddy had this thing where he was involved, sort of, in the deleting, you know, unalivement of Tupac first, and then a couple of months later, Biggie. And I was like, it was weird, because when Biggie passed, I mean, this man blew up. And I'm not the only person who actually thinks that, because he was even asked that question point blank by Charlemagne. Listen to this.
Now, it was this documentary that claimed, which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Because you listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody to kill Pac? But no, you do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense.
Which we never believed, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
And then he blew up. He really blew up. You had this right man, Mase, always in the song. So they did obviously more money, more problem together, being around the world together, so many collaboration. And all of a sudden, Mase was like, I'm leaving. When they were still like the hot thing, you know, the hot thing out there. Mase was like, I'm leaving. And it was weird, and people were like, he's leaving to be a pastor. And we know pastors, like, they love money. So, I mean, he already had the money. So why are you leaving to try to make more money while you are literally at the place where you can make more money? But you know, the song went more money, more problems. So maybe there was more money, but more problems. And Mase didn't really actually say why he left. When he left, he did the song, I like it, I like it, I really, really like. I love that song. Like, seriously, I love that song. He did little songs by himself like Breathe, Stretch, Shake, Let It Go. I love that song also. And, it fell under the cracks, and people were always curious because, again, if you are in a place where you're already celebrity, you're already in the money business, you're already bringing money in, like people like you, he had this little face where it was so cute, and people really liked him. But he left, which was always like a sort of mystery for people. He now have a YouTube channel. He disses a little bit on Diddy. He dissed when the video came out with Cassie. And then when Diddy got arrested recently, he didn't really talk about it, but he wore this orange suit, and that was the statement.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Killer, I'm doing good, man. Reparations is getting closer and closer. I'll be sure to give you your percentage.
I ain't had nothing to do with that money. That's all yours, man. I was on the next boat. Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Closer and closer,
Closer
man.
and closer. Okay. The big payback.
This has been the last year. Has really kind of been the big payback for you, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay. You kind of last week. You went Destiny. You done Destiny. You know what happened yesterday, right?
Yeah, man. That's what I'm trying to say. It's going crazy.
So Puff Daddy started his career by being an intern at Uptown Records in the 90s. After that, he did a couple of things that were weird. He helped develop Jodeci, now known as Casey and JoJo. This was like, Jodeci had like 4 people, and then they became Casey and JoJo. He introduced Mary J. Blige, a lot of things. He was really into this music thing. And at some point, and in 1993, he got fired because he was already doing shady things at the time. So when he was actually an intern, he did a fundraising with Heavy D. It was oversold. People died, like this Travis Scott thing where people died, but he didn't actually have any consequences. He just, got fired. He's known by developing so many people and helping the careers of so many people through Bad Boys Records. So this is when he got fired, he actually established the Bad Boys Records. And again, another sign. If you're calling your company Bad Boy, it says a lot. Usually it says a lot. So he called this company Bad Boy Records, and it did very well. So he signed Carl Thomas, Faith Heaven, 112, Total, Father MC, Jodeci again, Mary J. Blige, Usher, Lil Kim, TLC, Mariah Carey, Boyz II Men, SWV, Aretha Franklin, helped with Justin Bieber at some point. Chris Brown wanted to work with him and he refused for some weird reason. I mean, at least, he dodged a bullet. And him himself, he was singing. So, there was... Can nobody take my pride? Can nobody hold me down? Oh no, I got to keep on moving. And I don't even know why this man wanted to keep on moving. They've held him down now. They have held him down. He's in jail, and they've held him down in jail. He's not coming out of the jail, under the jail, on top of the jail. He's staying in jail. And I think he also always uses music as, a parody of things. When Biggie passed and he did the I'll Be Missing You song, with all the rumors that were already out there saying, he might have had something to do with this. And yet he still made the song like real fast because, he still wanted that money. The song did a lot of music with other people, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, Fat Joe, Busta Rhymes, that song. Pastor Cover CA. And they had the music, baby. Don't act a fool, you better watch out. Even Busta told us, you better watch out. He told us. But we didn't listen. We did not listen. We kept on being like, and he kept on having this, cue, like toothpick in his mouth, and he was always looking at us like weird from the top, looking at us. But Buster told us, you better watch out. We knew that he was having these parties, these white parties that, attracted everybody and anybody. This man literally attracted bosses, like the CEOs of so many companies who have, by the way, resigned when he got arrested, like so many of them. Let me put a picture. Nike guy resigned. Music people resign. People are resigning as if, they know that they're going to follow him into that jail. We're going to jail. We're going to jail. He has been seen with, Trump. He has been seen with so many people. It was the party to be at. Everybody went. The Kardashian, Paris Hilton, everybody went to these parties. And apparently when the cute side of the party ended, the freak-offs started. So the freak-offs apparently were where everybody and anybody were doing the nasty together. Some people were like, allegedly Jay-Z even participated. Some people were like, no, Jay-Z and Beyonce didn't do it. But people knew about it. A lot of people knew about it. Somebody even stated not long ago, it takes a village to cover these people ass up. And they covered it up. Nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing when it was R. Kelly. Nobody said nothing when it was Puff Daddy. And this is how he gets a lot of information on people, because allegedly, again, he filmed people. So he has all those dossiers, those files on people.
Recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because...
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me.
He did quite well. Let me actually not lie. In the music industry, he did quite well. Then he did a whole lot of ventures. He sold his own, T-shirts, and he had his own brand. It was called Sean Combs. I mean, I even had a T-shirt, Sean Combs, when I was growing up. That was the brand. When the brand came out, everybody wanted to have that brand. He participated in designing the jerseys for the Dallas Mavericks. He sold Ciroc vodka. He was really into that. I think he sold also some cigars at some point. He had a reality TV with his family. He sold Fiji water. So, money came in. This man is like billionaire, sort of. With that, let's jump in what actually started taking him down. The personal life. So he has 7 kids. He has adopted some of the kids. Some kids are his own kids. With multiple baby mamas. The known one, the one that is known the best is Kimberly Porter, who unfortunately died in 2018. Again, as a rumor, so allegedly he had something to again do something with it. It's weird where a lot of people around this man keep disappearing, and the rumors that goes with it every time they disappear is he has something to do with it. So, just saying, it is weird. Very, very weird. So, allegedly, again, officially sort of allegedly, she died from pneumonia, which is possible. Her official name is Cassandra Elizabeth Ventura. She's also an artist, singer. They were together 11 years. And rumor had it that when they started dating, she was underage or close to underage. She was around that 18 gap. And I just want to say something. To me, if you're dating somebody and you have even 20 years difference, you're 50, the person is 70, that's okay because you're all adults. But when you're dating somebody that is 18, when you have 17 years under that person, it is very awkward. very, very, very awkward. It's like, yeah, does not make sense at all. Rumor also has that he dated a girl that his son also dated. I don't believe that was Casey. That was somebody else after that. And people were like, why? Why do you keep doing this? But again, I keep saying, Diddy was just doing his nasty thing in plain sight, and people did not care, really. People did not react. So he had a whole lot of legal issues throughout the years. When we were kids, again, one of the ladies that he dated was J-Lo. You know, our J-Lo, the J-Lo that wore the dress that is known, the dress that started Google image, and you know that the dress that literally changed internet, that dress, you know. So they dated in 1999, and at some point they went to the club, and you know there were guns involved and this and that. They all got arrested, and Mama J-Lo was like, I don't want you to date people like that. I don't want you. I told you this man was a gangster. I don't want to see you. So she broke it off. You know, she went to marry so many people and divorce them. You know, it's like, this is like J-Lo's thing. Marry, divorce, marry, divorce, marry, divorce. I don't even think that she should divorce Ben Affleck, because I think that he's really the one. But they need to like figure out their ish, because if they divorce, we know that they're going to get married again. We just know. We know. So there were a couple of things throughout the day. People sued him over and over again. Somebody said that he punched him in 2007. Then they came back again with that story of the robbery and shooting of Tupac. Notorious B.I.G. death. Like, people are like, this man, even the FBI supposedly had like documents on it. It has always been weird, but they never really could actually find something on him. Until in 2017, he had one of the personal chef. And a lot of people, by the way, it's not only women that actually sue this man. Men and women are suing this man. So in 2017, you had a chef file a lawsuit again. Her name was Cindy Reda. So she was like, yeah, there's sexual harassment, and you know, they settle, because his thing is every time somebody like gets close to it, it just settle undercover. On November 16th, 2023, Casey, you know that Casey who stayed with him for 11 years, accused him of rape, sex trafficking, physical abuse. That was the quickest settlement of all time. Like, she said, oh! And he was like, I settle. Like, literally. Not even 24 hours, it was settled. And allegedly, again, he settled for at least $100 million. That's what we're sort of hearing. Which was weird, because, I mean, it made us even more curious. We were like, oh, we want to know. Because, I mean, if you're settling this fast, but are you just guilty? I'm not the law, I'm not the judge, I'm not the court, but there is no way this man ain't guilty. He is guilty. And when, by the way, Casey left, because we're pretty much sure now that Casey is the one who broke up with his ass with him, you know, he sent somebody to blow up Kid Cudi's car. And back then it was a rumor, and it was actually proven after that it was not a rumor, because he thought that Kid Cudi wanted to be with Casey, and there was something there. And he literally, imagine if somebody can actually do that. It means that person has too much power. I don't know any single person in my life that has the power to actually do something like that. So they did that. And obviously CNN is becoming TNT now. CNN is just getting like business down. They keep sending out, like, you know, they keep finding these things and just sending it out there. So good for CNN. CNN on May 17th, 2024 released a video. Oh my god, that video is so bad. Still here on YouTube on CNN, where you can literally see Casey trying to run from a hotel, Intercontinental Hotel, apparently, that I think has now closed, where you can clearly see him running, coming out of the room, running, find her in front of the elevator, like physically like went crazy on her. He kicked her. Right after, he kicked her as if she was a man. And they were literally in a fair fight. Pulled her away, took her bag, and went and threw a vase on her. And apparently they were about to have a freak-offs, not consensual, obviously. And she was just trying to get out of there. He was in the shower, heard her running away, came out of the shower and did this. Pulled her back into the room, and probably, you know, she had a lot of black eye when she was with him. And when people saw this, I mean, people were like, yeah, no. A couple of days later, he had this Instagram, Facebook video where it was like, I'm so sorry. I'm truly sorry. This was like inexcusable. And people were like, nah. Because again, you know, all those rumors that people really couldn't prove, they were still there. And within all that, the FBI, Homeland Security were just like raiding his houses at the same time everywhere in Miami, Los Angeles, New York. I mean, they were looking for some. They were looking. They didn't have enough, so they didn't say anything. And all of a sudden, this man had a lot of things. So he was sued again by so many people. He had this Cuba Gooding Jr. into this thing again, SEX issue. Cuba actually went in jail for a moment. Such a good actor, such a waste of talent. So in June of this same year, 2024, a man called Carbello Smith, he's in jail by the way, sued him from jail. This man is in jail. He sued Diddy for SEX assault again. And Diddy didn't even show up. You know, normally he just like settled. And I think people were going to be like, yeah, this guy's in jail. Let's just try to lie. And he didn't even show up. The suit actually resulted in a $100 million default judgment. And Diddy has to pay this man $10 million every month. First, it means that Diddy really is like, he really has the money. Because if a judge can be like, yeah, you got to give him like $100 million and you have like 10 months to pay this, it means they know that they can pay this. And you know, we were like, okay. But you know, when somebody from jail is suing you, we can't really like, we take it seriously, but not too seriously. We're like, and in September, Homeland Security was like, yeah, it is time, baby. It is time. It is time for you to just be like arrested. So with the federal people in Manhattan, they came and arrested his ass. And we know some, when the feds arrest you, they don't arrest you because, you know, just because. They arrest you because they have enough proof for you to be staying in today's jail. Keep yourself in jail. You know, staying in jail. You're just staying in jail. You're not settling nothing with them. Nothing of the sort. You are going to jail. So it was really fast. They went to court and the judge was like, yeah, he has to stay in jail. He has to remain in jail. And he didn't want to stay in jail. His attorney, Puff Daddy attorneys, Diddy, offered $50 million bond. But the judge was like, nah, we know that you can do a lot. And we know that you can do a lot because before they were listening to this guy for over a year. And you know that song, I'm going home, coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home. That woman, the woman says, her name is Skylar, I believe. Again, Dirty Money. He called her apparently more than 50 times to try to make sure that she doesn't say anything. So they were like, we know you're talking to people. We know that you're still trying to threaten people and intimidate people, witnesses. So you're not going anywhere. And he was like, no, if I go out, I'm not going to talk to any women. I'm just going to talk to my mom, my kids, and maybe the baby mamas. And the judge was like, no. So he went to jail, apparently one of the worst jail in New York. And people are like, if you're there, it's really bad. So he's isolated. He's been checked upon for self-unalivement. They're checking on him so that it just didn't actually disappear, because apparently he knows more than Epstein. So they don't want him to do what Epstein did, because that would be bad. We know that when he got arrested, a lot of people, started, resigning from their CEO position, because again, this man can take a lot of people down. And, nobody can hold me down. Oh no. A lot of people started obviously now distancing themselves. They didn't you know what is crazy? They didn't distance themselves when they saw the video. That was like, we don't really care. But now that he's in jail, Macy's decided to pull all Son John clothing out of their department, which is just crazy, in November. All the things that he did with Walt Disney, people are like, yeah, we don't want that. He had also given money to Harvard University. They also returned this $1 million, which is crazy. And the thing that is actually making me smile, when R. Kelly was arrested, or even before R. Kelly was arrested, people were like, mute R. Kelly, mute R. Kelly. They took everything away from Kells, including his YouTube channel here on, including his music here on YouTube, which is, I think, is sad, because R. Kelly did music that literally saved a lot of people, a lot of people, the positive, R. Kelly had two sides of him, the nasty, crazy side, and like the godly side. Well, the music was like, Gotham City, city of justice. So, he even motivated me. His music motivated me. And I don't think that the music of Kel should have actually just been like muted. I think it's sad, but we'll come back on that in another video. But they're not saying that about Diddy, because Diddy actually made music with so many people. So many people depend on his music. Mary J. Blige. When I believe the first time the video even came in with Casey, he was actually throwing one of the parties that always ended free cuffs, and people just ran away from there, like started erasing their pictures with him. They're not talking about muting Diddy. Nobody's talking about that. Not Jay-Z, not anybody, because I think that they've seen that it doesn't actually change anything to mute somebody. It takes money out of everybody's pockets. Do I think that am I supporting Diddy? No, of course not. As I said, since I was a kid, I believe that this guy is just the devil in disguise. So I like his music because he did a lot, but the thing with the toothpick, the way he always stands there looking down at everybody, has always been something just awkward to me. And it is sad. It is sad that, he has his kids having to have to deal with it. He has nobody really just, outing him still. He was fine. Like, he loves SCX a lot. We can clearly see that. That is his things, because when he got arrested, finding 1,000 baby oil bottle in his house and lube, it's just weird. It's just weird. I have baby oil at my home, 1 bottle for myself, because it's good for the skin. And 1 bottle can last like years. I don't wear it every day. I wear it where like the weather is dry and stuff. But, nobody's talking, because they were all there having the freak-offs and the white parties with him.
One of the biggest music executives currently was just arrested. I'm curious if you have any opinion on his arrest or the alleged action.
No, I feel for his children. The rest I can't speak on. That's what we got court system for, but I feel for his kids.
You know what? I'm going to tell you. When anybody asks me my opinion on Diddy, you know what my opinion is? I have none. I got no answers for a Diddy question.
Which is just sad. And it's just weird. 2024 is definitely the year where, as Cat Williams says, truth is going to come out, and the truth is really like catching up to people. But what I think is just crazy, and I'm going to talk about that maybe another time again, is all of these people who have this humongous chance. Because you can work hard. I'm not saying that they didn't work hard, but who work hard to the point of making it to just turn out to always be crazy. You have Mr. Beast that is like killing his own brand, Logan Paul killing his own brand, Puff Daddy, this guy who did the FTX thingy. You always wonder, how do people go from making those millions and millions, billions sometimes, and just, cannot be nice, moral people? You have kids. Is SCX and abusing of people, is that just that important to you in life? So anyway, he's staying in jail because the feds are into this. He's staying in jail. or I'm pretty much sure that he will have to give up some people. Maybe Trump, we don't know, because we know that Trump had something to do with this. But at the same time, I mean, you know, this doesn't look good at all. Like at all. But again, it just actually shows the character of Puff Daddy. So at the end of it all, I think it's actually pretty sad. It's sad for his kids. It's sad because we're seeing that the world is just a place where people are just greedy, nasty. A lot of people are nasty. You know, it's just surprising. It's surprising to me because I'm a little crazy, but when I see this, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make it to heaven. Like, because I am not even remotely close to doing crazy things like that. You know, I go to the club, I dance, I come back home, I do my life. If I have time, I do YouTube, you know, like I do my little life. I don't want trouble. I'm not looking to abuse of anybody or anything. And it is sad because I think it looks like when people make too much money, like they literally go crazy. And sometimes you actually wonder if this is what you're going to turn to. Is money that important? Because it's quite scary. Anyway, tell me what you think in the comment section. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share. Guys, you gotta like. You gotta like, guys. It is free to like. It is free to subscribe. Like, good people. I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourself, y'all. Ciao, ciao.